have a conversation, I think it was yesterday, talking about a fellow housemate being a witch or using jazz or something along those lines. Can you help me expatiate on that?
No, okay, so I had speculations, and the conversation came about from Kathy.
Okay.
Because she told me about her dream.
So who exactly were you talking about?
We didn't say anyone was a witch.
What did you say?
We were making speculations on people who could possibly come into the house with anything fetish.
Why was it her who sort of bore the brunt of the energy of not being friends anymore? Because you became very cool with Kathy after that.
The way you talked about it, it was more pointed at Jackie, right? It was Jackie. You did call her Jackie's name more. So anybody in the house that listened to you or the viewers from outside of the house would know Jackie had over 70% to do with whatever happened and stuff.
What happened there with Ella?
She has her interview first. And next thing, I have my interview after her. And someone is asking me about someone smelling in the house. And automatically, after just finding out that I was thrown under the bus, that she nominated me to leave the house, I felt like it was another setup. Maybe she's trying to throw me under the bus now. So I'd rather just tell everybody what she said to me.
We're by the poolside. We're having a conversation. We said a lot of things. I did say that. Tasha, I'm sorry about that. But why would you even have a conversation out in the open that I had with you?
Because there's such a thing called once beaten, twice shy.
Ella is saying she's moved past it. So what
How are you feeling about it?
You need to wait your turn.
I have moved past
Wait your
it.
turn.
Really?
You need to wait your time.
What
I
did you
don't have
want
a
to say,
problem with you,
Tasha?
Tasha. I don't have a problem with anybody in the room.
Apology accepted from Ella?
Like I said, if they're done with the replies, like you said, oh, you guys can't keep going back and forth on this matter, we need to move on, then let's move on.
We had a discussion, a conversation. Diane saying to us that she likes Nelson. The next minute, Esther is with Nelson. And she abandoned us. When Nelson left, she came back, and then Fraud came inside her.
And she left again.
Diane did mention that she liked Nelson. Myself and Nelson, we actually had a conversation. And because he kept on asking me who I liked, and I was like, nobody. And the natural reaction when someone asks you a question like that, who do you like? And you're like, nobody. And you're like, who do you like? And it would be like, nobody.
So when did that change to you now liking him?
I think that was like much later because we really...
Did you feel like a betrayal?
To Diane? No,
Okay.
I
Go
didn't.
on.
Okay, that was like really much later because we actually began spending time together. And the reason that happened was because it felt like I was imposing on their friendship. It was just like, after a while, I felt like, okay, maybe I'm forcing myself on this friendship.
I'm a girl's girl. Like, I will not blame my girl, like, especially in that point in time, because Nelson said he liked me, and then Esther's in a different story entirely. I do not know.
I asked him.
So why is I couldn't trust her? Because she said at that point in time, it felt like she never really liked Fraud.
You thought she was using Fraud?
At some point, to be honest, yes, I did.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know that Fraud was really
at that
intentional
point.
towards Esther. Like, he always told her how
But
he
you thought
felt.
she didn't reciprocate?
But yeah, she didn't. And I even remember having this discussion with her that sometimes you don't need to push yourself towards somebody. You take a step back.
I didn't feel like Esther was using Fraud up until, let me not lie, I saw them kiss on stage and I said, this kiss fell from heaven on that day. If she's not...
Just to be clear, for the record, the kiss was from him, not me.
Ah, Esther, but your mouth joined...
I know. It was like a group agreement. It was from him. It wasn't that I said,
know.
let me do it.
I wouldn't know.
It was from him.
I
just
wouldn't
to be
know.
clear.
What's changed for you about Fraud?
Well, I began to spend time with him.
That was just basically...
Yeah, that was just... And it's funny. Funny people make you laugh.
You don't even need to be a fan of the show to know that you guys are not friends. I always say to the housemates here, and I've said it through the reunion show, no two housemates have to be friends.
Yeah.
But when it feels like there's literal bad blood, how did it degenerate to a point where I see subs flying on Twitter, and the last thing I remember seeing of both of you was smiling at a multi-choice event a few days after the finale?
Tasha is always throwing sub at me. And she's always liking shades. I ignore all the... It's not like I don't know what to say, but when me and her, we talk on phone.
Oh.
Yeah. I've called her, she has called me. Even when I went online to rant,
Do your fans know this?
They don't know this.
Like
Tasha called
they
me,
know this.
oh, this thing is too much. I know, even me, I'm passing, and we talk.
Do you think she's right in what she says?
I know she's wrong. I'm not even thinking. Because this is what I and Don Jazzy spoke. I think you guys should be cool. Listen, you work for the same brand, right? For the same hair brand. When you see her picture, like it, put a comment. And even follow her. That's what he said. I said, cool. I'll follow her, no problem. I'll listen to you. And then the next day, I try to follow Mercy, and I'm blocked.
Like, I have receipts of your subs. Anyone I say, I scream munch. Anyone I say, I scream munch.
Anyone has gone scream munching.
Because that's the only... Yes, I won't say nothing. But then, in real life, we're not even fighting.
Address the social media bit she's talking about, the fact that she thinks that's where she feels like the bad blood started from.
Yeah.
Right? When I came out from the house and having to meet the management I work with, they had my social media. Like, they were so keen on, you are going to be the direct opposite of the Thatcher everybody knows. And I would say it to you, and it would be great if I can see receipts, that I, myself, Natasha Akide, Simply Thatcher, the brand, has never, right, thrown a shade at you.
But I want to ask both of you now, and I know that you guys have very strong followings online. You know, Titans, mercenaries, they're very vocal. You know, they want you to do certain things and live a certain way. And you guys are very proud of your fans. I see you guys hail them very constantly. Is it possible that a lot of them have gotten in your heads?
So if me and Thatcher can maybe one day say, me and Thatcher were friends, so you people should chill, we and everybody, then I think peace will start to reign.
And I love that you said that, because I was going to come to that. So great thing that you said that. So let me go on the brand Twitter and requote wherever women are gathered. Failure is impossible. We're even supposed to have a live section coming up. Now I retweet this, and you know what Mercy put out? Of course, Mercy put out a very nice picture. They brought to my timeline. She put out, if Clout was a person.
Right?
Right?
Do you think
No,
we can
no,
do...
Mercy,
but
can I...
hold on. Do you think
Okay,
we
can I just finish, please?
Do you think we can do this outside the camera?
When I told Ubi to call you, that wasn't in front of the cameras.
It was
For
recorded.
Me, what was recorded? The conversation?
Yeah.
Yes, it was recorded. That's proof, right? It's just like what you said. When you get to see something, you screenshot it as proof.
You want both of you to just sit down and have a heart-to-heart?
Yeah.
Without probably anybody or any
Exactly,
eyes
without
around.
doing it on social media, without commenting on each other's. Do you get?
Very, very interesting day. And in all of the commotion, you were not even trying to be involved. Meanwhile, now you forget this box. Tell me about that day.
I am just pissed that there was no clip of me. I was literally screaming that at that point, Elo and Diane should not be blamed. I was here on top of my voice where I was, and I don't know why
you were not.
I don't know.
Let me go to Elo's on. Elo, you now got into the mix very strongly. Did you hear when Cindy was saying that she was the one who left the box, and why did things now become about everybody else besides Cindy?
Okay, so from what we could see, I was not even having it. I was losing my own shit, so I didn't hear.
Because you were head of house, right?
Cindy. Yeah, I was head of house then. And I think Cindy was closer to the arena door, and she was, I know Cindy has a very light voice. This person was trying to be screaming and nobody would hear her.
So yeah, I was upset, like, okay, it's you guys, day to take care of this box. Like, protect it with everything. If there was one thing I was really, really scared of, it was, what's it called? The punishment Biggie said, because you could feel the anger in his voice. He said it is going to be grave.
Why I got angry is because Thatcher made it obviously just about herself more. I do not like when people, like, start shouting at me and talking down on me. Like, I would stand and own up to my, like... So that's why I kept on shouting. And then I went and I pointed at her. But Thatcher said I poked her eye.
So did she poke or punch your eye? Which of them? Or what did you think happened?
I would keep using the word punched. So, cool, you're going to use poke, and it's okay.
I want to be cuddled tonight. Tacha, baby, sweetness.
I'll be very honest, Tacha. I don't think I should have gotten too close to her.
No, good.
Yes?
Nah, nothing.
Had like some little fallout. I did the talking.
We have not had any little fallout. You've been disrespectful.
I did talking.
You ain't
I did the talking.
You was fine as but you ain't
talking.
You got all of this.
I did
You got a fine ass. You got a nice body, but you ain't
did the talking. What I have achieved at age 23, at his age, he hasn't achieved it. And if it wasn't for Big Brother, he would not even be close to achieving it. So that's what I'll say.
So yeah, like I said, you and Tasha had a period when it looked like you were inseparable, you hung out, you were best buddies, and then what happened?
Honestly, I don't know. She wanted to be treated in a way that she would not appreciate. She wanted to be the one that is, when I'm in the mood to shout, I'll shout. When I feel like talking, I'll talk. When I want to... So, I'm not your boyfriend. We're just friends. There's a line, there's one place that's supposed to stop. Because if you want it back, if you want that same respect back, I mean, give it.
There were all these handles and hashtags for the both of you. That's how much I think the fans appreciated the friendship or anticipated things to happen. Like I asked, what then happened? Where did things deep?
For me, I'll just say we had misunderstandings, basically, and we did sort it out.
In the house or outside the house?
In the house,
okay.
In the house, because like you showed a couple of the clips. But then when you're going to make statements like, I'm going to make her get a third strike.
He said that you were doing things that led him to that point where you were not reciprocating the respect that he was giving you. Did you see that point that he made?
Okay, I don't think because you said what you have to say that warrants you to literally call me a prostitute. That's a strong word to use. Even though we had the issues that we had, I never for one day had anything not nice to say about Sheyi. I mean, I defended Sheyi.
So since then...
I defended him
twice. I tried to give a soft explanation of a tender character. I heard that I had not achieved, and she had overachieved. Come
That's
on.
facts with an S
From
up
what?
until now.
See?
Up until
You
now.
know, I think that's the thing about people that think there's the shit, they get flushed away.
Facts.
Just go down the drain. And someone has wiped you out, as in literally.
The ship has sailed.
I burnt the side of my ship and buried that shit on an island that I don't even know where it is because safety, prevention is better than cure. I'm not going to toss with no animal in the mud.
Tasha, is it feeling mutual?
No, we're not enemies either.
Okay.